Hello. Hope you had a good week. It's good to see ya. It's time for more Diablo. As requested. It's good to see you, XCon, OCD, Eric Jennings, 6 Crazy Cats, Tyler Zeta, and Kesha, and XCon. I got you. You're good to see you. And I will just call it. Password is. We'll just OCDE. There you go. It's literally OCDE's name in all caps. Hey, Takia, good to see you. I'll do. Takia, things going good, mate. My person's dead. I gotta revive him, but other than that, it's good. I have to talk to Tyrael. Hold on, I want to revive my merc though before I do anything. Your old account got banned, Burble. That's a shame. Oh yeah. Reviving people. My necromancer is distractingly Christmas-like.
Hello again, Outlander.
There you go. Oh, shut up. Let's go back to Pandemonium Fortress. Hey, James. Hey, Adam. Hey, Flirth. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a little bit since I played some Diablo, so give me a second to figure out what I'm doing. Now, I know we talked to the big spooky angel. That's a given. He's got an exclamation point, but I got hawk mail. Makes me to where I cannot be frozen and I move faster. Threads of Thon makes you run faster. The big old belt. Why do I got the weird want out? What happened? I could have sworn I had a better one, but maybe I didn't have a better wand, but I thought I did. What did I do? What possessed me? Swap out the good stuff for some awful. Unless a patch changed something, which I wouldn't be shocked. I think this used to be better, is what I'm saying. I think it got downgraded. Unless I've gone completely crazy. Possible. I didn't add my spells any. Necromancer needs his spells. This will be good when I hit level 35. That'll be good for Barbarian. Hey, Meeseeks. Oh, yeah. This is basically just the Necromancer, but I did him a second time. It really wasn't too hard to level him up. Like, if you're going to play the game fast and just get levels, it's a pretty quick. Hey, Molten Amber. Well, I don't even know if I really lost anything. OCD. I think I might just be forgetting that this character just had like a regular wand for now, right? But I guess hold on, let's check on gold maybe. 20 vault, no, 20 gold. Well, I guess I could go shopping, but since we're going on to the next area, it ain't all that necessary. James asked, what am I planning on playing next time? I don't know, we might do something real spooky tomorrow. depending on the schedule, you know what I mean? Hey, Stomper, good to see you. Diablo spooky, but not in a real scary way. Or like, the art is scary. That's a scary looking angel. It's Tyrael. Sucks. Let's go say hi to him.
Praise be to the light. You have accomplished the impossible. Diablo and Mephisto have been banished back into the black abyss that spawned them, and the corrupted soul stones are no more. However, while you were fighting here, Baal remained behind in the mortal realm, building an army of hellish minions. Now Baal's army is searching for the World Stone, the ancient source of all the soul stones and their power, while leaving behind a wake of destruction. They have forged deeply into the barbarian homelands, heading directly for the summit of Mount Ariyat. Baal knows, mortal hero. That is the very site of the blessed World Stone. Now, enter the portal I have opened for you. It will take you to the barbarian city of Harab, the last bastion of order, on the slopes of Ariyat.
Whatever you say, Tyrael. Anything else going on?
Long ago, I swore an oath to watch over the Haradrim and their descendants. As Deckard Cain is the last of their esteemed order, I will not allow him to perish here so far from the lands of his birth. Be at ease, hero. I know that he is your friend. He shall come to no harm.
Man, I have bad news for you. Sequel don't treat him so good. Alright, well. Goodbye, Tyrael. Thanks, I guess.
I heard later that he was defeated. And that the Soul Stones were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one.
I failed, Tyrael. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me, Tyrael. Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it, take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
Oh, spooky.
Well, no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
What have I done to deserve?
Got the tentacle and the fire. He only had 6 beers. Now look at the Chili's. It's in ruins. OCDE, this thing is full of plot holes. You're not wrong. Hey, Sawsboss. Hey, Brady. James, I have very many games. More than you could imagine. More than I could ever play here. Lifetime. Oh, it's fucking Baal. You know, the story gets kind of goofy from this point, but I mean, where would you go after killing Diablo again?
Baal! The gates of Secheron have stood for eons beyond remembrance, and you shall not breach them now. Remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light. You shall not be allowed to reach Mount Ariat, and that which you seek will not be yours.
I shall take your position into consideration.
You know, I like this Baal better, though. He kind of works. He looks like an asshole. Oh, he's flashing gang signs at us. Look out. From down below.
Well, it seems your terms are not acceptable.
Man, they shouldn't have pulled the bridge down. Good job, Baal. You know, Baal's just doing what he knows best. Anyways, here's my fucking elf on a shelf looking ass with my crap wand. But that's okay, because I got Golem and I got mercenary friend. Oh, well done. I'm at these. Okay, that drinks a potion. That drinks a Agra. Inventory map. Okay. Let's talk to some of the townsfolks.
A necromancer. While I admire your courage in seeking out the darker side of magic, we really have little need of your skills. The battle will turn soon enough without your meddling. Yet, I should have expected to see your kind here. You are like a moth to the flame, drawn to all this death. It feeds you in more ways than one, does it not?
Yeah, he loves it. Got a couple of keys to Tyrael, hell yeah. No, we have not gotten to the Super Diablo, so no, we're not quite there yet. I will not gamble with you, Nithalik, whatever your name is. It'd be pretty cheesy for me to just like beat this off stream and go, oh, we're doing hard mode now, so let's
I am Qualcomm,
talk.
the senior man-at-arms of Haragath.
Rogath.
You have the look of a warrior. An extra soldier will be useful, but don't expect anyone to mourn if you get yourself killed. Baal is true to his namesake. He has ravaged through our lands like a merciless plague. The protective ward laid down by our lost elders helps hold the evil at bay. But Baal's siege has taken its toll all the same. Most of my men are now dead. Others are trapped in the mountain passes. But I swear we are not beaten yet. We will fight to the end to protect this mountain.
Yeah, I think the Necromancer would be more sustainable to fight Uber's Meeseeks if Necromancer could carry around bone chips like mana potions, you know? That would be nice. Okay, so who sells the good stuff here? Where do I get repairs? It's been a minute since I've seen this area. I believe on my last playthrough, I kind of turboed through this portion. Not that I don't like it. It's just, you know.
Afternoon.
Oh, thank you. He has no backstory. Sometimes it's nice. Air all. That is monster fuel. That's a charm. Feel like I had a lot of my inventory ate up at some point, and I just am oblivious to it, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, wait. What's in my cube? Nothing. Summon Necro's safest to play through. Yeah, it makes sense. Also makes sense it's slow since you'd have to grind. But I still think they get completely destroyed by AoEs. That's scary to think that one, you know, turbo AoE will just wipe out your entire summon queue. A lot of work. You gotta prepare for each fight, you know. Mala has something to say.
I, Mala, welcome you
Mala.
to Haragath, the last stronghold of order on Mount Ariat. You have come to the right place if you intend to defeat Baal, the Lord of Destruction. Baal has laid waste to our mountain and its denizens. His minions continue to attack our town, while Qualcomm and his men have proven helpless to stop them. Baal is still out on the mountain looking for something, but I know not what. All of the elders, save Nilathak, sacrificed themselves to place a protective ward around Haragath. Some of us here, certainly Nilathak, do not appreciate your presence. We are a proud people, and it is not easy for us to accept aid. I, however, am glad you are here. If you need healing or a potion, please come to me. See Larzuk for weapons, armor, and repairs. Nilathak, despite his disposition, may be of some assistance with other wares. Finally, Qualcomm, our man-at-arms, leads Haragath's remaining forces against Baal.
Decrepify, That probably is right. Let's look at the skill tree. What are you selling? Those are terrible. I like the full mana potions, though. Those are nice to see. I'll buy a few just to fill it out, just in case. Yeah, I'm fine otherwise. Okay, well, let's go kill then. Hey, somebody made it. There's Grim. And the front gate is here. Yeah, if YouTube's not giving you the right time on when streams start, I'm not honestly shocked. It seems like something's been like a little off. But what are you gonna do, right?
Hello.
Hello, Grim. I'm just about to open the gate if you're ready.
I gotta change my key bindings real quick.
Take your time. We'll enjoy some of this good OST. Balna's giving you grief. Yeah, when I started this up, it said I was in a queue. Just shows how popular Diablo 2 still is. A fucking queue for a single player game too, which is disappointing, but you know, hey. Unfortunately, I'm a whore for Diablo 2. It's a good game, and it's still good. So what are you gonna do, right?
I'm good to go now.
I should probably replace my Huntress, but the deal is, like, she doesn't get killed too often. She seems okay.
At least playing solo, my guy with the spear seemed to be fairly beefy.
Yeah, one of them has like ice spells too, and that's good. I'm just trying to remember how I work. Oh yeah, we gotta watch out for fireballs here too. Oh, you got the druid, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, what's with the werewolf? And why is he better than my golem?
Yeah, I've got a really stupid attack speed with it.
That's good. That's probably more the summon class I'd like to play. These dudes look like Godzilla villains. And loot is way better on the expansion pack area, though. Damn. Catapult's immune to poison.
And that makes a fair amount of sense.
I don't know. That's a nice detail, although kind of unnecessary. I appreciate it, though. You know, just in case I was to try to poison the thing.
There's a gargoyle head on the ground.
And there's a guy up here just having a hell of a time. He's got a pain train ran on him. Where are hellbent skeletons? Oh yeah, that's right. I got skeletons, don't I? I'm a dummy. Skeletons. Rise. 5 and 5. Okay, I get 5. Oh, and a spellcasting one that'll do practically nothing. But we appreciate him for trying, don't we? He does his best. He knows that one spell. It's lightning, so it's a good one at least. But still. Boy, are they dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm having a hard time telling how to get through here. That's another catapult deck. Good job. Here comes the bony boys. And they're doing pretty good, though. Thank you for reminding me I had skeletons, Dragon Man. I forgot. I've been playing like Resident Evil 4 VR. You gotta admit, there's a stark difference between that game and this game. Except for the inventory stuff. That's all the same. Can I curse the... I don't think the catapult can be cursed. It's hard to say. But I hope you can curse a catapult. Because you can curse items. You just can't poison them. I mean, you could. If we're alive. Hit him, Iron Golem. At least you look cool. You may not do much besides take a beating, but you know, sometimes that's just how life is. You can't hide. Wow, there's nothing back here. But it looked like there's something back there. There's that. This looks like the first level in fucking Battletoad. Damn it. Oh no, it's 27 minutes. Hey, almost made it. Full 30 minutes without saying the F word. I'm getting there. Not swearing is more fun when you realize that you're swearing, like, you know, against your own free will. Then not swearing becomes a rebellious thing to do. Balance.
Clusterfuck of people.
Yep. Got a little gang here. You know, they did a good job on the hell catapults exploding. I like that, though. Good looking graphics. Good music, too.
I also definitely help your skeletons be more effective with just me being around, because my spirit gives a bonus to a damage and attack rating.
Yeah, I noticed the little aura, for lack of a better term. They got glowing shit at their feet. RE4 VR and Diablo 2 have absolutely no difference according to science. I mean, the inventory does look kind of identical. I'll give you that. the barbarians didn't make it. Looking like Gauntlet over here. Huge corridor of monsters. Who fucking dared to poison me?
Devil sent poison.
I'm taking a shitty health potion to counter that.
I just kind of forget about poison most of the time because I stacked regen.
Yeah, I figured a druid wouldn't care about poison. Makes sense. Druid seems kind of strong, but I guess, you know, I had to sell DLC. I'd make the DLC character strong too. Like, why would you give an optional character that sucks? That would be very annoying. Oh, nobody would like that. Hey champ, thanks for buying the expansion pack. So here's a character who sucks.
I mean, soloing Diablo with it was not exactly a walk in the park, though.
I think they did a good job, but I never played Druid. Oh, fucking fart cloud found me somehow.
I went through like 32 full heals to just 1v1 Diablo.
That sounds about right. He's got like those ridiculous AoE attacks. So little you can do.
Well, the funny thing was the fact that unless he used his lightning attack, I was out healing his damage. I just had him spamming the fucking lightning attack, though.
And then once you realize rejuvenation potions are instant healing, unlike the, you know, actual potions, it starts to get even more complicated. Well, as if you didn't already know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, those are the ones that I went through like
wait
32 of.
Rejuvenation potions are instant healing, though. So I can bud chug those and just max myself out at any point. That's pretty convenient. That's important information.
I usually stock those just for boss fights, because they're not really necessary outside of that.
I suppose not, but they will save your ass. I do know that.
Yep.
Get them, skeletons. I'll hit you with my cursing stick. All right, well, quest log went off. I gotta kill Shank, or you killed Shank. One of us.
I don't know if I found him or you found him.
Hard to say. Maybe I found him. I can't tell. I had to fight a lot of things, but you know.
I was fighting a bunch of things too.
I think we've been.
Oh,
both
you found him. He's right here on me.
Oh, I found him. Yeah, there he is.
Yep.
He's extra strong. It says so on his name. So I'm gonna try not get so close to him, but I'll keep him cursed.
We're having a brawl.
And just do get out. I got arrows coming over. Oh, he exploded into a bunch of turd chunks. Good for him.
My.
Ah, fire bad.
Little demon.
Gotta talk.
Higher damage per hit than I do.
Nice. Yeah, the mercenaries are an interesting addition. Because they're not necessary. You don't have to have them. But you're kind of stupid if you don't. because they're really strong.
I also opted for a single-handed weapon, which is significantly less damage, but it gives me the option to have the shield, which blocking is kind of necessary if you're just gonna solo tank things up on the front line.
Well, yeah, especially for boss fights, you don't want to go in like dual wielding. You want to be able to like absorb, and all your magic friends should be like doing big damage in the meantime, right? Where with the necromancer, it's like, well, I got a tank we can sacrifice. He's not as good as a regular tank, but him dying's no big deal. I'll just throw like a piece of loot on the ground and make another one. That's what makes the golems appealing, I think, is that you do kind of have an unlimited tap of them. Did we find the exit? I think we just got to go back home, and then they give us like directions to some other place, don't they?
Yeah, because we were just supposed to go out and kill the overseer.
Hey, a catapult, we missed one. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything, and then, yeah, go back. I'm pretty sure they're going to send us out here to mess with these things anyways. Unless they respawn, but that doesn't seem likely.
I have found that a 24 replenished life seems to do a lot of work for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Not too many stuff hits you fast enough for that
I can't carry anymore.
get countered.
Yeah, it's really only the extra strong and the bosses.
Or maybe something with like actually threatening poison, yeah. Like some of that weird like 64 per tick poison that's like, oh, you're not a joke.
I don't think I've ran into any of that.
Maybe not 64. But early on there are some poisons that'll just like nuke you, which are great. I love it when a poison is actually just a nuke disguise. Well, I don't think we missed anything. And if we did, it must have not been important. I'm gonna check every corner anyways. The thought of having to come back here to find the one catapult that's still, you know, sitting around. It's frustrating, but nah. Guess we can just town port. But walking's nice, yeah. Got in this nice soundtrack, it's rich. Surely they won't repeat it, this one song for the entire thing, right? No way.
Alternatively, I'm just lazy.
Let's see. Waypoint is way up top, so you don't gotta walk back. Well, yeah, I guess I should activate. Let's talk. Yeah, Resurrected. Yeah, let me know if there's audio cutting, but sometimes I can't tell if it's YouTube or not, you know.
Sorry for underestimating you. As a token of my appreciation, I will craft sockets into an item of your choosing. And from now on, you'll get the best price for all my wares.
Eric, I'd say this is worth getting just because it's inexpensive. Because they didn't charge full price, you know. 40 bucks isn't a bad deal. So add sockets. I guess I could just socket the shit out of an item. That's nice.
Oh, how many sockets does he add?
I don't know. And I don't know if that's just a one, you know, a one-time deal or not. If that's just like a service he has from now on. I'd assume it would just be a service since, you know, acquiring fully socketed items is kind of a pain.
Yeah, I've been looking for a decent mace with 3 sockets.
I got like a bow around here, 3 sockets in it or something. I was saving it for the, you know, I don't know what I was saving it for. Honestly.
I was gonna throw the rune word Maoist in.
He says it's max sockets for the item, but it's only one time.
Hmm.
So I guess you had to like clear the game again before you could do that, right?
Yeah, you'd have to come back on the next difficulty up.
Oh, so once you get to hell, you just run out of those free respecs and shit, huh?
I think it's every time you clear the specific quest it's attached to on a new difficulty, it gives you the reward again.
Oh, but there's nothing after nightmares, so I'd assume like you get to do it 3 times and then that's just the end of it, huh? And if you don't do if you don't do it the first 2 times, then the next time you do a playthrough, it'll overwrite that reward, so you don't get 3 of them. So it's like a use it or lose it situation. At least up till your final one. At least that's what I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong, but some of this stuff is vague, to say the least. Anyways, I'm taking it slow because it's Diablo. We'll be moving fast once we get fighting again. I think part of the joy in Diablo is taking 5 in town and rolling back out. So hold on, who am I talking? I think we got to talk to old what's her name. Maybe I have to take the reward. I don't know. It's possible.
Taking the reward just completes the quest. It doesn't start the next one.
Oh man, I got it. Then I gotta do the thing to move the quest forward. Okay, I guess. Well, let's find something worth putting sockets. Well, hold on, no. Paul has something for me here. Rescue on Mount Arit.
Those of my men fortunate enough.
It might have proc since I just went through and completed it.
They were held captive in the highlands and plateaus.
Because this game is very loose on who actually completes items.
I mean, I guess that's fine. Once through playthrough and make sure the max sockets that the item can have and whip up a cube recipe. That makes sense, OCDE. You get 3 resets, 3 imbues, and 3 socket rewards. You don't have to use. But yeah, I'd assume they don't stack. Like, I bet I don't go back, and I bet they're not like, oh, you still have 1 fun token left, Hellbent. Oh,
and
boy.
Yet, there is a cube recipe to add sockets to items as well.
Yep, I know. I remember seeing that, and I was impressed. I got a few of these runes. We could pile our runes together and do rune words.
Just ends up being a mild bitch to set it up.
I don't know. I figure you just hand all the runes to the most literate person and you just hope that they're fair. Doesn't that make sense? It's a lot less work to just trust someone. It's like, who has the best reading capacity and won't fuck me? You scan the room, then you find that person, like you, and that person gets like, you know, conscripted into free work. At least that's my understanding of how these things work. I gotta put some stuff in my stash. What am I didn't loot anything. I just kind of ran through that with you.
I was mostly just picking up healing potions, because that's about the only thing I burned through on this character.
Right? It's like the smart thing anyways. Deposit my money, I guess. I got like this spear here, but it's just so that I can throw it on the ground and turn it into a monster. In case my golem dies. Otherwise, it has no... So, where's the exit? Where do we go? Oh, well, hey. Gomero, is that correct? Hope I got that right. Gomero. Guillermo Vasquez. I've heard it pronounced other ways, but thank you. I enjoyed acting. Acting's fun. I still do some stuff here and there. There's some stuff I'm working on right now. Can't talk about it until it's done, but it's nice to have stuff to work on. So I appreciate you watching. Yeah, where are we going?
I've also been using the Heraldric Cube for mild extra space.
Yeah, I often use it as just a pocket backpack. It's great for that.
Yeah, because it only takes up 2x2, but holds 3x4.
It pretty much gives you an extra belt's worth of space, which is nice. Of course, you can't like quickly draw anything from it, but that's not the point, right? Like here's my thing that I might need, or here's where I put my gems, whatever, you know, pick one. Hey, Misty Catapult. Tear that shit down. Are they just like, you know, respawn? I forget. There's a lot of intricacies to this game that if you know outright, make walking through an area, even though it's randomly generated, pretty easy. But if you aren't familiar with those things, well, obviously it becomes harder. I'm just surprised so many people can their way through a completely randomly generated game like this. Usually it's a little harder. Oh, hey, an XP shrine. Back for that later. All right, so where's the objective? Doing online, and that kind of messes with us a little bit.
Yeah, since that randomizes the maps and all that. Find the soldiers in the frigid highlands.
Those frigid highlands. I didn't see.
I would assume on the other side of the bloody foothills, but
I guess we just keep going forward. Yeah. I didn't touch the.
I didn't either.
So I'll just keep running. Way I go. It's okay. I actually do like the OST for this game, so being able to walk past the battlefield's kind of fun. And there's just a whole diamond lane here. I'm taking it. I don't want to look at items too much though, because when you look at the game and all you see is items on the screen, it is kind of lame. You know what I mean? I like seeing the game. That is true. Being able to see the game is a nice quality of the game. Good enough? Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, you know, when it came to acting, you got more bang for your buck by hiring people who don't know how to speak English. And me, well, that's the only language I know, and I can barely speak it, so you can imagine what a bargain I am.
If you stopped about where I did when we were going through the battlefield, we stopped about 3 feet from being able to see the next area.
That sounds about right. I'm just running. Hey, somebody worked hard to model all this, and we're going to see it a million times. In fact, if I remember right, this area is not so random. I forget why. For some reason, if I remember correctly, they just didn't RNG the shit out of this part. It's kind of straightforward. I like the dramatic music of while my necromancer's out of breath. Dun 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 dun. I took a stamina potion. There's a well right there. What a waste. Dun 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 dun. Kind of like, sounds like Star Wars music, actually. And there's big asshole crater and oh, a set of stairs.
Yep.
How did we miss it?
By not walking 3 feet forward?
It'll happen.
Yep.
Oh, there's a special one. Eldritch the Rectifier, look out. It's extra fast.
This guy's just absolutely misting his fire.
The big guys are funny. You think they'd be a huge threat, but actually they're kind of just sad.
I can't carry anymore.
Apparently, if you're standing directly in front of them, the guy on top doesn't have the angle to cast his fire on you.
Oh, that's bad. I think the only thing that's worse than that as far as AI programming that I've seen in a while is I was playing that Wolfenstein, Return to Cast Wolfenstein game. And you can just crouch in front of the big robot and he can't do shit. Like, he just can't do anything. You think this big robot's scary. Well, he's not. You just crouch in front of him. He's literally unable to do anything about that. He just stands there and you can just punch him if you feel. You can beat him with the knife if you like it. Demon Rascal. Well, I like that they're at least accurately named rascals. It is a rascal thing to teleport and shoot fireballs. Piece of shit, get back here.
There's a special guy on me.
Sharptooth the Slayer. Knock it off, demon. Prison doors immune to poison. Fucking World of Warcraft ass looking crush beast thing.
Flapping it through the wall.
Isometric's a tough thing to get correct. Hey, a funky treasure chest, but it's locked. Isometry? I don't know what to call it. All I know is these little dudes are annoying. Overburdened. Rescue 10 more soldiers.
One of the things I found surprising was that for a non-combatant, the fucking spirit seems to be very hardy.
Yeah, you know, the Druid is a class I never explored too much because, you know, by the time the expansion came out, why would you start a new character? Like, I want to take my high-level character. Much time on him. But, the Druid's very, very interesting character class for this game. Because people would be complaining about that in most games, you know what I mean? Be like, my character doesn't feel special anymore because the Druid can do this and they can do that, and, I figure if you hate it so bad, just pick the Druid. Got all the stuff. Anyway, Sorceress is still the best, though. You can't deny that. As long as
the only thing she has on the Druid is range.
Yeah, and teleportation. Like
I never really was a fan all that much of the teleportation.
Well, you can just kind of mess with AI's targeting for one. Like, if something's AI-driven for targeting, like our pets, it'll just confuse the shit out of the AI, so that's nice. But in addition to that, being able to, like, go past the point that you can't walk kind of means that at that point you got to move away because they can just rain shit on you from an area that you may struggle to get across if you don't have a leap. At least that was my understanding of the PvP back in the old times. Another set of demons.
Oh, I didn't realize the fucking spirit had that much life. Apparently it has 374 hit points.
That's pretty good.
It's almost more than I have.
Looks like a space squid.
It's also very good at the maps where you have just kind of random pits. It'll go sit over the pit so things can't attack it.
Oh, that's nice. Dun, 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 dun.
think the only enemies I've really had this character struggle with is the fetish shamans, just because of their fucking fire.
Oh yeah, they'll
Because that thing
sneak
does a
one
lot of damage.
Yeah, you'll go after him, hit him, and be like, everything's fine. Then it's like, I'm gonna shoot you with fire. It's like, no, because you know, it's unlikely you have the fire resistance at that point. I found the portal, by the way, over here at the Crush Beasts.
I think we're still looking for guys to rescue and take back to town.
Yeah, I think that is true, though. You're right. But, you know, there's a portal to Abaddon. If that's like an extra dungeon or something, I don't remember. I do like that the golem can just stand in fire. He doesn't mind.
I have no idea where my mercenary went, but he's still alive somewhere.
Yeah, mine's doing okay, but not you mentioned
There's one thing I've noticed is that, especially if you're a character with high stamina, you can just lose your mercenaries.
Yeah, aren't they? They're literally just AI players, right? So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Although I imagine more likely your mercenaries just stuck on a piece of geometry, can't figure it out. Days.
Probably.
Get them, boys.
Oh look, another catapult.
The Genghis Khan's DNA thing's kind of funny, though. You know, if you go back to old times, there weren't even that many people, so... It reminds me when somebody says, like, they're a direct relative of Abraham Lincoln, and it's like, that's cool, that doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? So
It doesn't matter, it really doesn't mean anything.
Are you gonna bring emancipation to people? No? Okay, good. Try to be more like your relatives, I guess. I don't know what to say. Unless your relatives were Hitler, in which case do not. Like the imp in the tower. Like I'm in my tower, you can't stop me. And you know what? He's right. My guy swings around his weapon like a little baby. He's like, he can barely hit anything. But then again, why would you put into dexterity for a necromancer? It makes no sense. Hey, little munch. I understand the last couple of streams started pretty late at night. Figuring out VR takes forever, so I don't blame you.
I am overburdened.
Oh, it's the catapult shooting the poison. Let's see.
This teleportation is a little annoying.
Maybe that's why the door is immune to poison, just so that the catapult doesn't accidentally, like, set the slaves free.
Yeah. And also so the catapults don't kill themselves.
Oh, yeah.
That could be another reason why they're immune to poison.
Got rescued 5 more, but luckily they seem to come in packs of 5, so that's good. Hey, there you are. Just running around my Christmas best. Person, people.
At this point, I could probably honestly just focus big guys and let your mob take out the majority of the little guys.
Yeah, mob seems to at least distract them from throwing fireballs at you, so that's something. like little protectors. May not be good at tanking stuff, but they sure do work good on little teleporting assholes and little goblin guys. All right, well, I got a new skill point. I guess it'll go into Iron Golem. Because I like Iron Golem. Your stats. I'll take health. Honestly, more health is good. More stamina is good. Jay, the password is OCDE, all caps. I figured you would see his name in chat in case you wondered how to pronounce it. Okay, so we got to find the other 5, wherever they are. Probably near these.
I figured you would have said it when you were making the game, so I just went back in the stream to where that was.
Oh, that's true, yeah. But you know, I'm live. You can ask me questions. I'm a living person. I just can't see the chat on VR is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's some VR games you can use chat on, but Resident Evil 4 ain't one of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them where you just don't have the time. Too much focus on the game itself.
You know, I gotta like, yeah, I'd have to like do something to the hardware that it runs on to do that. It's all funky, proprietary stuff. It's like dealing with a Mac computer or something, where it's like, well, it's possible to do things, but why would I want to do that here? And I can just do it better with something else. But RE4, well, you kind of get stuck there. You know, same deal with the Mac. A lot of enemies over here.
Oh, they just town portaled away. Okay. I have found that having something like poison damage can help a lot with enemies that just try to constantly run away.
Well, if you got like a weapon that boosts your stat, like your magic and all that, putting poison on it's a good one. Yeah, damage benefit's usually pretty high. If you can poison it, yeah. Problem being like things having pure immunity to poison to where you actually can't poison them no matter what.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that to too many of the bosses, which is nice. Like, you know, immune to all. It's like, oh, fucking thank you. That's so fun.
And it doesn't seem to be a very common immunity on the legendary enemies either.
Yeah, if they're gonna make it poison immune, it just gets poison immune. It doesn't get like, well, I mean, maybe the Uber version get an immune to all for sure, but those are special fights. Hey,
they seem to be more of a fan.
Back the Unleashed. He's extra strong and extra fast.
They seem to be more of a fan of just throwing cold and fire resist on things.
Hey, whatever gets the job done, you know. In any playthrough, you don't always get pure choice in what you're gonna equip in Diablo 2, and that's part of the fun, right? Not until you get into like, you know, Nightmare or harder do you really get a lot of control over it, unless you already got like a high-level character or friends you're playing, right? Let's say you're just playing solo. You know, you don't get to pick that you got really good fire resist gear. You just kind of like luck into it, and if it works out, it's great.
You can't mildly force stuff with the
for gear, Cankrin, but I'm good. You know, I'll find something. It's on normal difficulty, so there's no reason to buff up the old necromancer too much. He's mostly pets anyways, right? And I got a shirt and boots that make me run fast. What more can you want as a necromancer than to run fast? I can't think of much. Outside of more skeleton summoning points. Those are good, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
You can mildly force stuff with the Herodric Cube.
Yeah, you can twist the game's arm a little bit. It is true. Once I found out the amplified damage is just like, you know, double damage, though, I'm like, oh, well, that's just the best spell ever, isn't it? Like, instead of resisting damage, you take twice as much. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's essentially what my spirit here does. It gives plus 69% damage, plus 74% attack rating.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, so yeah, it's close.
And it
Like
just kind of
this
exists.
does that at level 1. I wouldn't even have to put an extra point into it if I didn't want to. It's like, nah, level 1, it already does double damage. All it does is like spread the radius so you don't have to cast it as much. Which is convenient, but hardly necessary.
Mine's at level 8.
Level 8, not bad.
So it requires a bit more of points sunk into it.
Yeah, to where this
it gets
you
a
could
pretty
just,
good
like, get it
radius
off
too.
Of, pick up, and it would be just enough, if not too much. Anyways, I think we got the quest done, but I say we kill everything anyways, just for fun.
Yeah, it's been waiting for us to return for a bit.
Yeah, let's just fuck everything up though. Because it's fun. Oh, I broke down your stupid fucking door. Get him. Come to me, skeletons.
It is mildly amusing when I have the enemies just trying to attack my spirit instead of me.
Catapult down. Wish my skeletons could level up, but that would be too much. You'd run across somebody who had their game open for like, 18 hours leveling up their skeletons. You jump in and you just get like swarmed by this mob of level 100 skeletons. I'm not saying that wouldn't be awesome, but I could understand why they would, not let you do that. Another poison catapult, I guess. I don't know. I just like killing these things. I like letting my skeletons kill them. I like cursing them. Booger, little Mucinex monster guys are fun to fight too. I assume they come from the Lord of all boogers. And that poison hurts though. I'm a feeble little guy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, fuck it up.
The poison apparently doesn't do more than 24 per tick.
Well, I'm a necromancer. I don't take damage good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look like the Mucinex monster in the remaster, especially Derpington, since it's all 3D now. It looks especially like he's gonna try to sell me antihistamines. Evil demon hut. It's gotta go. It's evil.
Apparently you can poison the demon hut.
Good. Well, Pizza Hut's poisoned, so yeah, I guess that tracks. I'm in your house, fuckers. Oh, fire bad.
Fuck your tower.
Pay double damage. A little bit more double damage.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, I think that's everything pretty much. I mean, there's this area over here. Probably a monster, but other than that, I guess we just go back to Mother Base and then quest out. Unless it's all turned in. Hold on. I don't have a quest log lit up. I gotta return to Qualheck. My reward. Okay. Well, then I'll portal near the portal. Watching young Frankenstein working on a resin project. That is a good combo. Cow level? We could do the cow level. Accurate, that's possible. I got the leg.
Afternoon.
Oh yeah, and I got a reward coming my way, so I gotta make. God, who do they say talk to? Their names are so weird.
He's over by Kane.
Ah, thank you. Their names are like somebody's really strained attempt to create an original name that has never been spoke before. So you get Qualheck. Like, well, yeah, nobody's been called that before, because pronouncing that sucks. Sounds like you got a sinus issue. Mucinex monster. Come fix.
Thank you for rescuing my men. They have spoken well of your bravery.
You can't just throw runes at my feet and expect me to listen to your speech. Horn bone skull. Wow, what does that do? That's pretty good. Alright, makes me weaker in some ways, but I can't deny that. So what's broad spirit sword? Hold on. Put those on the ground. Fancy about it. +1 to all skills. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's a socketed wacky item. Okay, let's try socketed wacky item. I'm down for that. I won't say it's not cheesy, but I will say, if you're gonna play a remaster, you may as well cut loose and have fun. Nothing more cut loose and having fun like than using a piece of equipment that might be a little strong. You got this head, one on necromancer skills, and more poison. Those are significantly better, although it doesn't add to my golem. But then again, it does make them resist more. So yeah, no, that's fair. We'll try it. Now where is the garbage bin? I gotta listen to this guy's speech. It's nice to have an actual sword though, so thank you. Put the baby wand away, my personal. Yeah, rune wards are pretty kick-ass. Worm skull's a good helmet. Now I can hit things. Upgrade. You know, I won't go asking for help, but I'm not stupid enough not to take it. Let's see, what did he say? Rescue on top of Mount Dorit.
Thank you for rescuing my men. They have spoken well of your bravery in battle. Perhaps there is hope for us after all. If you wish, you may hire some of my mercenaries that you saved. And please, take this set of runes. I had been saving them for a socketed shield, but I think you'll make better use of them. Be sure to set them in the right order for their fullest effect.
Well, all right. What's quest log say? We gotta... look for Anya under the crystalline passage by the frozen river. Go play the quest dialogue.
There is a matter which I hesitate to share, but I believe you are the only one who can help me now. Anya, the young alchemist and daughter to one of our slain elders, has been missing for some time. She is a strong, crafty woman with a spirit like no other. One night, just before your arrival, I overheard her and Nilathak arguing about her father's death. The next morning, she was gone. Nilathak has his own tale as to where she went and why. Don't believe him. I fear he's at the root of her disappearance. Please, if you can, search for Anya and bring her back to us. She'll know what to do about Nilathak.
Abaddon doesn't seem like it's quite the right way.
Thank you, 6 crazy cats. I'm sorry. Sometimes I clear my throat and I mute the microphone. I forget to unmute. I still say it's a small price to pay not to have to hear somebody clear their throat into an expensive microphone. That's kind of... I know there's an audience for that, but I can't claim to understand it, so I don't dabble.
I was mildly wondering, and I'd tab to check Discord to see if you'd muted there.
Nah, I got a button to mute myself, which is way more convenient and actually more reliable than the Discord one, believe it or not. It's nice to have a mute button, though. I did have a mute switch, which it was like a foot toggle, but it was analog, right? So once in a while, it would like cause a popping sound to happen because the signal would completely cut, or worse yet, the lever wouldn't completely elevate, so I'd be like off by like 4 to 5 decibels, which is bad. But the nice thing about the footrest thing is that you never missed. You know what I mean? Every time is like, well, yeah, I had my foot on the table, or my foot on the pedal, so it didn't. You did.
It was a headset with a flip to mute.
Oh yeah, a little on-off switch. Those are good. The thing I hate about on-off switches, though, is that they can do like a loud pop sometimes, right?
Well, it's not an on-off switch. It's just flipping the microphone receiver up.
Yeah, if it changes the gain from like, you know, what it's at to -60, then that's pretty good. But if it cuts the signal entirely, then you get a pop. That's where I get issues with that kind of stuff anyways.
I'm not sure how Astro decided to do their stuff.
Well, it's probably all digital. If it's not cutting anyways, it's likely digital. Likely digital. Because, you know, for it to be analog, you could have a digital switch for analog, though. I mean, that exists. You just don't see it, you know what I mean? But I would like that. I wish more audio stuff had forward-thinking design. The problem is, usually it's just marked as gamer shit, and therefore it's twice as expensive for no good reason, and it sucks in some special way, so they can sell you a new iteration of it a year later and call it the pro version or whatever, right? With your LEDs and your it's overclocked audio, whatever that means.
Actually, the cushion on the headband of these popped out, and I just taped it back in.
Yeah,
they're actually quite sturdy and reliable.
I like the Astros. I use those for voice acting, actually, because I can hear through them, right? Right now, I'm using not regular, I'm using wireless Sony headphones because they got good sound quality and all that. And I prefer them for normal listening, so I just end up, wearing it while I'm streaming games. But if I really want to be able to hear how I sound and sound special, the Astro. Not the microphone, though. The microphone ain't good enough for what I do, but the headphones, I can hear through them. That's the important thing.
I think I've had this pair of headphones for like 3 years at this point.
Pretty good amount of time for headphones. I think any pair of headphones should last you at least a decade. If it's gonna match with the old ones anyways. Like I can find you a pair of Sennheisers that's probably older than either of us that still sound perfectly fine, you know what I mean? So 3 years is good, but it's got a pedigree to compete with. Old stuff.
At one point I inherited headphones from my great-grandfather that still worked extremely well. Those ones were definitely like twice my age.
Love that. Oh, they still buy like Newman microphones, big time actors. Those are just old like tube. Well, I don't know all the specifics about it off the back of my, hand or anything, but I like the back of my hand rather. But I do know that they're pretty good microphones. That's because, well, mostly it's handmade. Not a big market for like, microphones that cost as much as a car. Very few people are interested in those, believe it or not. They don't really sell during like, Black Friday, not like the Xbox. But I don't know. Anytime I think about getting one of those, I'm like, yeah, but I mean, does it matter? No.
Whenever someone says something costs as much as a car, I always think of my car because my car's cheap as fuck.
I don't want to say as much as a car. It's $10,000 for the microphone, so you know, not a new car, but you know what I'm saying. I guess I can understand if it's what put food on your table, but then again, you could have more food on the table if you didn't buy the microphone that cost $10,000, right? If the other one still works, it's kind of a question of like, why you doing that? But you know, that makes somebody happy. You know, if you had a good singing voice, I could understand, maybe. Like, hey, I'm a good singer. But, talking. It's the kind of microphone like a studio buys to like validate the cost of charging you 15% of the gross net sales of whatever you're working on for you to be there to record with them. Personal use, it's like having a 90-inch TV screen and telling people about it. You don't really get to enjoy the difference, is what I suspect. I don't have to test it. The thing is, I'm not buying a $10,000 microphone just to test it. It seems like I mean, I guess you could, but imagine doing a return on that. As I like to return my $10,000 microphone. Like, what's wrong with it? I don't know. It just sounds a little cold, you know. I like a warmer sound. Can't imagine. Waypoints are good. Monsters. Oh, and I'm cursed. Well, until I learn how to curse people again naturally, I just have to deal with my respect kind of goofing me up over here. Hear the funny butterfly part of this song? It's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Reminds me of the Galaga song. The Galaga noises. I don't know what to call it. Hey, look, another hell portal. Portal to Archeon. That's not what we're questing for, is it? Gotta go to the Crystalline Passage. I guess home portal's not a bad idea either. Fair. Now maybe we can do some cow level later. Ganker, and I think
can I help you?
We can save the Wart's leg for a finale part to this ways. Fair, Lazurk. What I like about Diablo players though is that they're almost always helpful. Never ran into me. Crazy types on Diablo. People just want to level up and have a cool character. It's pretty simple. Yeah, I guess my rings are kind of shit, but I like having the rings that make more gold drop. Like, you see, it pays out in dividends down the road. Hard to justify it, though, when you got better stuff, though. All right. Want waypoints? I appreciate the help. I'm just fighting through. This is the DLC. God. That's not what they called it back then. This is the expansion pack. So I'm just gonna fight through to just the expansion pack, unlock hard. Maybe play a little bit more there. You know what I mean? Normal's not really... I'd say Diablo 2 starts at Nightmare, really. It's like, okay, now you know your character and you know how the game works. Now beat it for real. Maybe I'm gatekeeping though, right? I'm the gatekeeping Christmas necromancer. I'm keeping this outfit just for when the holidays roll around again. I love it. It reminds me of my favorite problem with MMOs, to where it's like your character looks stupid in his best equipment. There's nothing you can do about it. So why does my character
went through the
look
wrong
stupid?
portal.
I'm just going through the plateau exit now. I went through the wrong portal. I usually do. I saw frigid and I was like, yeah, do the crystalline to the frigid. No. Or yeah. Okay, from plateau to the frigid. Ooh, everything looks all icy and reflective. I like that. But the good thing about the necromancer is with all the skeletons to buffer it out, I can like take sips from a drink while I do this. It's fun. Get in there. Iron Golem's still lasting. He hadn't died yet. So we still have the same one from the Diablo fight. He's around. He's lived for quite a long time. A finally aged Golem.
Did you not have to summon a new one when you started the game back up?
Nope. He was just there.
Because I know, like the other Golem types, it makes you resummon them every time.
Maybe they patched it, but you know, you do need an item for the iron one, so maybe it just like remembers him because he consumed an item. It's my best guess.
Might have him still since he's attached to an item.
Which is cool. And if they patch that in, good for them, because having to like, you know, basically sacrifice a nice item every time you log in is kind of a downer. Well, I found the glacial trail. And that's a harlot. That means she fucks. Gotta watch out. Oh, necromancers with iron golem people's dropped weapons. That's fun. I like that. Here's my expensive rune ward item. It just turns into a stupid fucking golem. I mean, admittedly, probably a strong one after that, but still, a little bit of a waste.
Well, the second part of what they said was that they would then immediately log out. Which
yeah,
would just entirely erase the item.
Yeah. Oh, that's harsh.
Oh, damn, now I just need 2 socket helmet.
Moon Lord. Moon Lord's corpse are all Moon Lords. How can there be so many Lords of the Moon? Makes no sense. I should be able to make like 8 skeletons out of a snowdrifter. I'm a real good necromancer. How many points of putting Iron Golem? Like 6 or 8, I don't know. However many I'm allowed to have at this point. Made sure that Iron Golem was strong. I mean, they say put all the points into Golem Mastery, but I don't know. It's hard to tell whose advice is necessarily correct or right with this kind of stuff. Some of it is opinionated and based on guesswork. Evil Learn, I'm touching it.
Well, it also depends on which items leveling up the Golem specifically helps and leveling up Mastery helps. Because I think they improve different aspects.
I thought it was like one is a percentage and one is like just like a raw number increase. Where like earlier percentages help more then later raw number increases. But you know, he's doing the job. Let's see, skill tree, summoning, and counting.
I'm not
items.
sure whose skills it was I was looking at, but one of them, there was one of the items that it gives like buffs to straight health and damage, and then buffs to health and something else.
Those sound pretty good.
I think it might have been the druid stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Blizzard games, but they really do like super powerful druids. Love them. Now the sword
For this one, for this one, they also kind of crippled the druid whenever it's not transformed.
Oh, so when you're not in monster mode, you're kind of not so good. Makes sense.
So I've got almost double life when I'm transformed.
Yeah, so why would you not want to be transformed, right?
And that's with the werewolf, which is the less beefy of the two. I think if I was
like
doing
a
the
bear form, right?
Yeah, the werebear would give me plus 145% life.
Neat. That's a lot. I can summon 6 skeletons. And they gotta do what I want. Or they're in trouble. I don't know why they have to. I guess it's part of the magic. I just tell the dead what to do. Hey, get up. It's time to work, dead guy. That'd be annoying. Imagine getting summoned like that. Dead for like 100 years. Here comes this asshole. Like, hey, I need you to kill a minotaur. Like, then can I go back to rest in peace? Yeah, hey, Frozen River, here it is. A lot. Too bad my pockets are full. Die, rot walkers. Watch out for Frozenstein. I will watch out for him. Thankfully, I'm immune to being frozen. I just remembered. So actually, I got less to be worried about because my t-shirt protects me from ever being frozen ever.
I'm not immune to frozen, but it just slows my attack speed down to something that's more normal for people.
Yeah, so being the werewolf makes you fast, and the bear makes you armored.
The bear also gives bonuses to damage. Which, with the werewolf, is why I have that spirit, because it makes up for not getting the bonus to damage, since the spirit gives the bonus to damage. It's not as
That's nice
strong
thing
of
about
a bonus.
Diablo. Everybody's got their own way, you know. But it makes sense to choose a werewolf, I think. He's kind of an important thing in an action game. As you see with the Iron Golem just standing there doing nothing. Oh, he took a swing. Good for him.
To a certain extent, the bear was just absolutely one-shotting everything for the bit that I tried it out with.
Yeah, but then you gotta deal with the slow attack speed, so when there's like a bunch of little like fetish dudes, whatever, it's annoying. Because you gotta like go through 100 of them. So yeah, I can understand that perception or perspective. Yeah, I'm one-shotting them, but efficient. If you want to be really efficient about it, we could hit them for less and faster. Go more.
Oh hey, I finally hit 30.
I'm getting close to having my hexes back. my 1 hex back anyways. Otherwise, it's all summoning. I love how they're little like blow darts from some of the most deadly things in the video game with the little fetish guys. Like 1 minute you're walking in your plate armor, next minute you're just dead. There it is. Amplified damage. Now it's level 5 because of all the crazy armor. New stats. I think I'll take some more health. Keep stacking on the health. Hold on. Okay, it's on there. Yeah, all right. Hershey. Now we're cooking. Well, if you can find the room, the password is OCDE. There is a level limit of like 4 or whatever, something. It's a little low, but it's to keep it at least somewhat like, you know. Well, with 10, if somebody is like at the edge of the limit and you're just following them through the game, you know what I mean? You're not really playing the game. So I got to put some limits in place, unfortunately. Now, if this were a proper MMO, I wouldn't care. For like EverQuest, I'd be like, hell yeah, bring on the level 100 guy. Let's bring him in and buff everybody. Run through the dungeon with no armor on. Be a good time. Oh yeah, it's in all caps. Yeah, Derpington's correct there. Thank you, Derpington. OCDE in all caps. We are just shredding right through. I mean, there's, oh, I remember this area. I hate this area. This area is confusing. It's like the fucking jungle from earlier, but like ice. Like at least in pattern. Being able to teleport would be really convenient. Run through it, kill everything. Don't spend any longer in here than necessary.
Oh, we found
I think we found it though.
Yep.
One of my skeletons is up there just having a blast. Rosenstein! He's got mana burn and he's immune to cold. That's pretty nasty. Oh, we're murdering him. Oh, there he goes. Light belt and a breastplate? My goodness. Light belt kind of sucks though. I'm gonna identify it. Let's see what it's got. Man, it kind of sucks. Check out the breastplate just for fun too. I bet this sucks. Well, I mean, you know, it's not bad, I guess. What does Gale have on? You know what? That is better.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
For some crap. Okay, what does Frozen Anya gotta say?
Oh, you don't have all that great gear on some of those guys.
Did this to me. If you've come to help me, my only hope lies with Mala.
I guess I did specifically buy a piece to hand to him.
Tell her you've found me.
She's so cold we gotta go to, what's her name? I gotta go get the potion to thaw her ass out. Oh, you got it? All right, thank you. It threw it on the ground for me. Be unfrozen. Haha, I was actually Diablo and you made me stronger somehow. How come she knows Town Portal? I guess everybody would. Okay, well, she's free. I guess we gotta go back to Agarath. Talk to what's-her-face about the who's-its. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, my Merc probably has bad equipment. The bow's not bad though. It does explosions. Ah, Anya's this way. Anya, give me stuff. I saved what's her name.
You have proven yourself
I was just looking at the defense of like the items you were comparing for me. I was just like, damn. I specifically bought a high defense item for my Merc though, since he is melee.
Our Council of Elders is gone. My father asked among them.
Yeah, mine's bow and arrows, so it not, you know.
They don't care about the stat requirements.
Well, you figure it out when you try to put it on. That breastplate I put on the archer had like negative 30% stat requirement to it, so that's nice.
I had it custom made for you by Larsa.
Yeah, I think I gave my guy a gothic plate. Yeah, strong gothic plate with 186 defense.
In exchange for the demon's mercy, the misguided fool plans to give Baal the relic of the ancients, our most holy totem. Doing so will allow Baal to enter Mount Ariat unchallenged by the ancients.
I also have a habit of handing my Mercs my old gear, just as I get better stuff.
Stopped before he dooms the whole world. As much as I would love to strangle the life out of him, I'm afraid I haven't the strength. We must go to his lair through this portal I've opened, kill him, and then bring back the relic of the ancients. Stop Nirathak from destroying what we have striven for eons to protect.
Yeah, boss battle! Oh, Gale saw long and spear. Like, I don't think I can give this one a spear. She's like bow and arrow. I can use it to make monsters. I got a viper head. She was his. Let's do the weekend. It's not bad, but the other one's like +1 to every skill. I can't resist that. An orb? I don't think I can use the orb. I don't think that's. But I appreciate it. Let me throw some stuff in the old bucket. Come back out. I'll ponder on other items. Actually, you know, other space cleanup wouldn't be a bad idea.
I can't do that here.
I wish they would make it easy for you to just dump your Herodric cube into this bin, but you know, I understand that's asking. It's like you want a bag for your bag and a hat for your hat. You want this and that. You want everything, don't you? Yes, it's. But you know, for a $40 remaster, can't really complain too. All right, to hell, I guess.
The familiar scent of death.
It's an ambush. I forgot about the ambush. Mean dudes in there. There were some mean dudes in there. They're dead now. The halls of anguish. There's shit and floor on the ground. Now you know we're in for a fight. Oh no, your ice is fine. I've hardly had to resummon any skeleton. Whatever kills them fastest. Almost got 8 up there. Watch it. Oh, it's friends. Okay, well, we cleared out both these sides. Where's progress? I mean, these skeletons really aren't that good at chasing us down. I think you can just run past a lot of them. There's a big altar on the other side of this. I think that may be your location. I think we're headed this way anyway. No, it's just a really cool altar. I thought it might be important, but no. Just a really elaborate skull thing. Like a demon's bad attempt at rune wards on it. Well, it didn't work out. Yeah, it teleports pretty good. So it's probably north-ish. Hey, I found it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Burble. That sucks. Art is fun, but you know, there is a limit to that. Game's pretty laggy. That sucks, man. Hey, James, welcome back.
Oh, I lost my spirit at some point.
Yeah, I noticed it getting choppy. I had to like wait into a queue to log in earlier, so I imagine the server's just getting hammered. You know what I mean? I've been okay, but far be it for me to tell somebody, you're not a lager. It's like, oh, well, come on. The way these kind of connections end up going. It's amazing things run at all anymore. Yeah, I kind of don't care about these skeletons. You can just run right by them. They don't stop you. My skeletons mostly just deal them for the most part.
I've just mostly been using them to pop a speed boost.
Well, that sucks, Derpington. It's nice that people want to play Diablo, though. I'll say that. These games kind of die without a player base, you know. It may not even be an internet code issue, Derpington. It may literally be like, how many servers do we want to really pay for here? I can understand that. I wanted to make a multiplayer game once until I looked up server operations costs, and then I said, no, I don't want to do that. What if it's peer-to-peer? Yeah, then I can just make a shitty multiplayer game. That'll be fun. So you know what? I get it. They're between a rock and a hard place. It's not like Nintendo bad, at least, right? Hell, this thing's on the Switch. Then again, I wonder how many players it can handle. You think Blizzard have access servers? Yeah, but I think like servers are handled by like 2 or 3 big companies, right? I don't think it's as simple as like, oh, you got a couple of computer servers sitting in a warehouse. It's like, yeah, but you got the connections. You got like any accounts, anything, you know?
It would also be a matter of balancing the servers between their several games that they have.
Yeah, well, like which game's pulling in the money to pay for it. By the way, thank you for the waypoint there, Flamora. Yeah, running an online game ain't cheap. Money's got to come from somewhere. Plus, how bad are the servers? They can only hold 8 players max. How many thousands fit on a single World of Warcraft server? Well, you could have every single character in this game as an online player, but I mean, that would require a dedicated, like, big boy server. And even then, there's no guarantee that somebody's computer could handle all of those unique, you know, models loaded, right? The memory requirements would be very high. Then again, when I see World of Warcraft, I don't see like the MMOs like I like. I mean, I enjoy it, right? But the deal is, with layering to where it's like, okay, I'm on your server, I'm in your world, but I don't see you. It's like, oh, you're on the wrong layer. Oh, I got you to my group, and you know, I should just be able to run up to somebody and be a jerk to them. It's like, you're on what server? Then I should just run up and just start punching you in the back of the head while you're using the restroom. That's funny. That makes it fun. But when I jump into a server and it's like, well, you're on the 47th theoretical layer on the server, and you can see 1 out of, I just hate that. I just hate it. Ain't for me. For it to be massively multiplayer, there's got to be some state of like personal permeance where the person playing is able to interact with anybody else who is basically their digital neighbor now, right? And if I gotta go through lobbies and weird things to like play with other people, it doesn't feel like a real MMO to me. It feels like a compromise. Like they said, well, the MMO idea is fun, but what if we just, you know, abandoned that and decided to make it, you know, a cheaper version of what you have been wanting? And I guess that's why people don't play World of Warcraft as much anymore, huh? That about sounds right.
Also, especially with things like this, where it's lower player size per game instance, they don't just host one game per server.
That is also true, yeah. There'd probably be thousands of players on one server, all doing Diablo stuff. So that is also true. 300% damage return on Iron Golem. Oh yeah.
That's the wrong spell.
The way down that way. Well, let's go find it. Get this train moving. Although I do like fighting the zombies. Will I play an instrument or sing? Nope. I mean, I can mess around on the synthesizer, but that's not really knowing an instrument. I think anybody can play an instrument or sing. Now, can they do it well? I don't know. I can't. I haven't trained myself in that. Empty punch bowl, and a town portal, and the stairwells to that halls of what? A vault. And I will wait at the bottom for everybody to zone in, like a nice person. Oh no, you're already in. Okay.
Yeah, I've just been having punch fights.
Well, you know, that's pretty much the game, isn't it?
It's just really funny to have like 8 guys ganged up on me and they're still not out doing my healing.
God, I'd love for them to remaster Diablo 1, but the fact that any class can learn any spell, like, it gets so broken so fast, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if somebody remembers a thing or two. It's like, all right, I'll just get teleport. It's like, oh, use Apocalypse? That's stupid. Why don't you just have like a full-on melee warrior type that has teleport and fireball maxed out?
I am overburdened.
That's really annoying to deal with, you know. Or what was it, mana shield? Oh fuck. I guess you're right. The Diablo 1 characters do have limits on their stats. Did I miss a door or something? Like it only have 15.
No,
it
it
only
just
have 15
have to
elements.
go.
That's true. But a warrior that can teleport is dangerous. Some spells are just good almost no matter what at any level. Like the only benefit is like less mana use, right? So they do their best. They get the job done in time. But they're slow. Azure. These are just Mucinex monsters, but they're made out of ice now. Would I rather have 5,000 games with one system or one game of 5,000 systems? Well, 5,000 systems ain't gonna help me out very much, James. Of course, I'd rather have 5,000 games. Even if it were like a big 20 or something, it's something. I guess unless it was like, you know, 5,000 games, but it's all like Atari. In that case, I'll just take the one game and we'll just get the 5,000 systems to play XCOM. Let's call video games that from now on. Okay with that.
I think I might have found somebody we're supposed to kill.
All right, well, where is it? North?
It's
south.
Bottom left.
Yeah, bottom left. There you go. It works. It's isometric, so I understand why they don't have like a traditional compass. It would be annoying. Like, you mean south is diagonally down, or is west diagonally down? Oh yeah, it's this butthole. Get poisoned. Cursed. I curse you. Oh look, he teleported. Ah, he hit me with ice. Oh, that hurts.
You are a sad little man, Nilathak.
Hey, don't call him that. Well, let's check out this Gotholic plate. What is it? It's Thygan Shelter, which is pretty good. Let's see if I can give it to my weird mercenary character.
I'll put that to good
Oh hell
use.
yeah! Now she's beefy. Here, it's a consolation prize. Well, hey, you know, I might not be wearing it because I need to be able to run around fast, but oh, what's her name's got it. Yeah, that's a great set. We'll collect it. You know, the nice thing about collecting some of this loot, although it is like, hey, what you got there is good, but it's only like game level 20 loot. Yeah, sure. But if I make a new character and he hits level 6, he's gonna have a kick-ass pair of armor. He's gonna have a nice little set. So that's nice. I appreciate the rune sword. That was very smart. Full set makes you mostly invincible from level 10 to 15. That'll be fun. One of the more fun things to do is to start a new character and just kind of like, you know, wade through everything like Moses' part in the Red Sea and just, you know, annihilate. Great. Some large set bonuses, level 6, you have enough strength. Yeah, I guess I would need... Oops, I didn't mean to trade. My bad. Unless you asked me to trade, in which case I can hold on. But I can't. I don't understand. I forget Diablo etiquette. But let's see. Paired my stuff. Got the mana. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, we gotta talk to Qual-Elik. But, sure, Flamora. What do you got? I assume they can hear me talking. We'll see how long the stream delay is. Okay, let's see. Agree to trade. What do you got? Oh, Gorefoot. Actually, I'm good. I got these babies. The Saigon Sabat boots. Something I'll take. My green Christmas elf boots are fantastic. Otherwise, I don't have much to give you. Here's a healing potion. Oh wait, I think I gotta give you something more than this? Deal with the trade. Why does the trade gotta be all crazy? Okay, there you go. Now we'll put these in the stash and I'll remember to give them to what's her name. Thank you, Flamora. That was very nice of you. Diablo people are good people. This is one of the few games I can just have an open password on. Be rest assured that it's not gonna be too, like, you know, not too nice. You know what I mean? Who plays Diablo to start shit with people? Last game you want to do that on. All right, Qual, what do you got to say to me?
Would you say it's less risky than the Killing Floor 2 servers?
Yeah, just a little bit. And Killing Floor 2 is a real friendly game too.
Approaching the very summit of Mount Ariat. I have never dared venture there.
I know you've mentioned it a few times, but I don't think you ever found one on stream, but I've found a few that are not all that great.
All who are unworthy. Your reputation here does not matter. It will be the ancients who determine your worthiness. Good luck.
Yeah, Flamora, the druid is in the game chat. I'm glad you could get in. I'm happy to play more games with viewers, by the way. I like it. It's just, you know, it's a difficult thing to set up, and God knows. You don't want it to be like Among Us or something, to where it's like, you never quite know who you're talking to. There's like a certain amount of like shielding you get from this being locked away on the Blizzard client, first of all, right? Like, unless you're playing Overwatch or World of Warcraft or maybe Call of Duty. You know what I mean? But not too many people are playing Call of Duty on the old Blizzard app, so, and even less are probably interested in this old stuff. Got like multiple layers of protection. Grim is a dream. Gotta travel through the Ancient's Way. I gotta talk to Malaya. I don't, there's a lot of stuff I need to do that I hadn't for some reason. Honorable Tournament coming back would be great. I'd love that. Like, they got a version of it, and it's free on Epic, but they kind of like fucked it up. Oh, there's some nice stuff on the floor there. All right, hey, got the torso. Let's go to the stash. Throw it in the collection of stuff. I'm becoming a Diablo 2 hoarder. They should have a service where you can pay somebody to clean this stuff out for you. An actual Blizzard employee, and you can yell at them. Feel what it's like to be Bobby Kotick for just 5 minutes. Isn't that what everybody wants? I gotta talk to Mala. Get over here.
Thank you so much for bringing Anya back to us. I have devised this spell to increase your resistances as a token of my thanks. I know it isn't much, but I hope you...
We already killed Nithalak, but I gotta go talk to Anya. Hold on. We talked to Anya before we continue.
You have stopped Neelathak, but he didn't have the relic. He must have already given it to Baal. Now Baal will not be tested when he reaches Ariat's summit. Damn Neelathak. I do thank you for trying, though. Please allow me to honor your courage by magically inscribing your name onto an item of your choosing. It's the least I can do.
Oh shit, I can personalize the item? Cool, hold on. It's definitely gonna be the Treads of Cthulhu. Now they're the Heckbench Treads of Cthulhu, which does 0, but make the name longer so you know that they're my skids. Like my amulets and everything suck. This is true. That's fine. I think we're clearing through just fine anyhow. Yeah, what's his name? He'll add sockets. Gotta finish that quest. Gotta go to Summit. Good on that.
Not in town.
Not in town. I hear you. Okay, well, I guess I'm good. Did I beat Diablo 1? Yeah, I beat Diablo 1. You should try the Beelzebub expansion. Durbington, I would be somewhat impressed if they were worth more because I put my name on them. But you know what? I've seen weirder things. NFTs exist, right? Strange. Halls of Vault, Glacial. Well, none of those were quest log. Gotta go to the Ancient's Way. That pass hall? Or do we gotta go through the plateau? The front frozen tundra to the Ancient's Way? I think we just go through, guess Amazons. Yeah, the Glacial Trail? Is that where we're going? I forget.
I
can't.
Might
Like,
might
I
be
have
that
my map
one
up, but
stairway
it's-
that we skipped on.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't think we go back to the halls, do we? Because we already fought for the Glacial Trail. Yeah, I thought Glacial
sure.
Trail was it. It makes more sense. Okay. I just wanted to be sure. I I get turned around easy, and there's not like, unless they changed it, there is not a world map, I don't think.
No, there's not. Is there a gem above perfect?
I don't think so, no. I actually think that's the end. Like, there's flawless, then perfect, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's the order of it. Closest thing to a map using waypoints. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that's not bad. At least the in-game map that you do get's really nice. It's that Doom style, like, super minimalist, pixel sprite-based little auto map. I like those. Hauled ass diamond. And there's good gems laying all over the place.
I just wasn't sure if I could get something with a better stat boost than perfect. Because adding 100 poison damage over 7 seconds is still pretty good anyways.
Yeah, like if I remember right from the old Diablo 2 days, you pretty much stop caring about the gems once you get rune words. At that point, you're like, nah, rune words, but I don't know, maybe you could gem up us. If you had like a real specific thing in mind, maybe, right?
It's just for the weapon. That's because I haven't found a weapon that can have 3 sockets that's decent.
Yeah, I got you. So you got like a whopper of a 2-socketer or something like that. It's like, well, I gotta put something in there. I get you. And maybe that's a good use case for perfect emeralds or whatever you're using.
Yeah, I threw an emerald in there for the poison damage, since that seems to be quite effective.
Most things don't seem to have vulnerability to poison.
When they do, it's usually an inanimate item.
I think any of like the poison immune thing you would have ran across anyways would have been in Act 2 anyhow. It's alright, Flamora. I'm just chopping stuff down, looking around. Hey, I found the frozen tundra exit. Which, I mean, I suppose we could just take right now. Oh, I recognize this place, yeah. All right, we're in for a fight soon. Beat Hellfire in Diablo. Never played Hellfire before. Yeah, Hellfire's interesting. I can see why the people who made Diablo don't like that one particularly. But you know, at the time, you'd always see, I mean, pretty cheap, inexpensive game to play. More content. I think most people who play games will give a pass for extra content if it's bad. You know what I mean? It's like, well, it's extra, and expect extra. Another interesting fact about Diablo 2, though, it's still like an 8-bit game color-wise, if I remember right, so they were rushing to get the sequel out. They're like, I mean, yeah, we could upgrade the colors. Well, if we just, like, kept the minimum requirements low. The same old stuff, save some time. It was smart. Very smartly made game. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the graphics. Yeah, this is how it used to look, so you know, in case you see the new graphics, you're like, oh, I don't see the big update. The old one looked just fine. Well, I mean, yeah, it did, but, and you know, it still looks fine since it's, you know, classic. But I kind of like things moving at a high frame rate. That's nice too. It's enjoyable. I see the little tower guys, and it makes me think they're trying to make a Warcraft game in the process of doing this. You're like, yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind seeing the roles flipped, like a Warcraft game that plays like Diablo, a Diablo game that plays like Warcraft. That could be okay. It's empty down there. Unless I missed something. I do like how the gremlin guys can jump onto the crush beast so they can jump on towers. Oh yeah, well most people are just happy to be of use, I think. You know, imagine knowing all this stuff for like a decade about Diablo 2 and having nobody to talk about it to or like help out or anything, you know. It's got to be frustrating. Oh, well, on hell difficulty, yeah, well, that's a challenge. You know, if I'm playing with people who want to challenge themselves, I think they will expect you to know a little bit, right? Like, if this were hell and I was just kind of running around as this necromancer, I got a feeling they would be like, I don't think I want to play in this particular round. I got a feeling the necromancer might be a little bit of a drag. It'd be very strange. Oh, old Diablo 2 players, yeah. Well, I mean, I could also understand just not leveling up your character after a point and just being like, nah, I just play at this level. Because endgame can get a little obnoxious since there's less options endgame than there are like mid-range, right? Thanked. You only hear me? Well, 6 crazy cats, it's only me and Grim. The other person's in text chat, so... Unfortunately, I can't let everybody in on voice chat. I would, but, man, it ain't, like I've said before, it ain't language I'm worried about. I'm worried about, like, one piece of copyrighted audio clipping over the microphone. I'm like, oh, boy. Now I get a fucking email saying, oh, hey, you're stealing songs. And I don't want to steal the gift of music from people. This giant corporation. I like this. Oh. Whole thing's goofy. YouTube's goofy. It's all goofy. I hear Twitch is even goofier, and I believe it. People say that.
I haven't been saying much anyways.
Well, sometimes there's not a lot to say. This is meant to be a chill game, despite how it looks. This isn't like a Dark Souls to where you really... Well, I mean, it can be, you know. Any game can be hard if you put enough effort into making it miserable, but this game in particular, you can actually play in a pretty chill out way, or you can play in a really hyper aggressive way. It's really up to you. Which again is probably why it holds up so well, because I don't have to listen to how other people say I should play. I could just go to another server or play solo. The option was always there. Yeah, visually speaking, I don't think there's too much to improve on art-wise. I hear they changed the Amazon's face, but I can't see it, so... Like, while that bothers me on the other end, it's like, well, I'm never gonna see it, so I guess why do I care? It's just kind of weird, right? Why devote time, effort, and reason to that? But, I know. Age, right?
One of the strange things is it seemed like they put a lot more effort into the werewolf than they did for the werebear. There's a lot more to the animations to it.
Well, this was probably rushed too. I mean, you know, all things considered, this looks good, but I saw a few like lighting effects that were like, dude, that's just a rotating cone with transparency shit on it. You can't fool me. I seen that on PS2. They've been pulling that trick for a while.
Like for the werewolf, it has a separate walking and running animation, but then the werebear, it's just the walking animation sped up.
Here's the deal. It's not. I'm not saying I could do better, but for a company that knowingly grinds the shit out of its employees, I expect to see more like quality for my blood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the pyramids. They're tall.
I mean, isn't this the same company that said you have phones, don't you?
Yeah, it is true. Oh, I could have a fire golem. I hear fire golem sucks. So I'm gonna skip fire golem. Fire golem would go away. Golem away. What fire golem can do. Alright, golem mastery. Why not?
That morning star only has 2.
Oh yeah, this game does get harder in the higher difficulties, you're not wrong. But I mean, like, the biggest challenge you face is when you get to Diablo and he's like, hey, did you really spend all your points wisely? And he body checks you, at least as necromancer anyways. Like once Diablo comes up, that's where the game's like, we're gonna stat check you. Have you been kicking ass? Maybe you ought to go grind a few more levels. But outside of that, maybe Baal too. If I remember right, the Baal fight's kind of gimmicky. Diablo himself, though, has some really actually mean AoE attacks that will splinter your skeletons like nothing if you're a necromancer. At least as a necromancer, Diablo's kind of spooky. Maybe not so much as like pure melee, where it's like an AoE, but I'm just one guy, right?
I mean, it did put to the point where, like, if you have any extras to go with your character, then he'll take those out. So, like, my spirit, which buffs damage.
I also feel like Diablo's there to invite, you know, it's like, hey, have you considered multiplayer? This is just one more chance for you to take a look at the cool multiplayer thing we built. Because, you know, getting people to just log on to the internet back then was hard enough, I'm sure. Like I have to plug the what's it and the who's it's and pay what who $30 a month to do what? So you're already selling to an audience, you know, at least back then, online multiplayer wouldn't have, most people hardly had an email, really. It wasn't necessary. Now if you don't have like a smartphone with an email, it's like you don't exist.
I was surprised at how little the druid cared for his attacks.
Well, I guess onwards is the ancient's way. Oh yeah, the nice thing about the necromancer, if you just summon and hex on stuff, you don't have to repair nearly as much. The golem heals himself. So I guess if you're trying to collect money early and didn't want to ask for help or just go, you know, looking for like, you know, free item pit areas. Thank you for the waypoint mark. Now, the reason why Diablo games get quiet is this. Because every maze is different. You'll see some repeating patterns here and there, though. It's not like, you know, a miracle generator that can give you completely unique results every time, but it'll fool you. So a lot of just slaughtering huge hordes of enemies and figuring your way around maps. So it's a dark, evil, a big, scary game, but at its core, it's actually kind of more like taking your dog for a walk. Making sure he gets to check everything out. I can't even think of a good metaphor for it, but it's actually kind of chill.
And then you occasionally come across that one beefy enemy that you just stand there punching in the face while he punches you in the face.
Usually the answer is like always attack, but sometimes get in his face and other times run away. And then if it looks like you got to run away all the way, make sure to, well, you know, just throw down a town portal before you fight. I like that you drop all your stuff when you die. That's fun. Might have to make some hardcore characters down the line. That could be fun too. Hardcore mode looks fun. Because, you know, you can play it easy and all that, but once you get to hell difficulty, doesn't matter how easy you take it, you're going to have your hand off the keyboard and something's going to come up and punch you twice. You're going to be like, rejuvenation potion, no! And then you're just dead. That's it. That's the fun of it. Not interested in Halloween OCD. Yeah, you know, I hadn't seen a lot of hype for Halloween this year. Left the Ort Rune back there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't been picking up anything. I figure we're just tearing ass all the way through there. Let's just go on. Wait to do hardcore till they fix the netcode. Yeah, I can understand that too. I can still start a character. There's nothing that's gonna kill me in like the start of the game, you know what I mean? But a safe class like a necromancer isn't a bad idea if you tend to play multiplayer anyways. I wouldn't want to be a hardcore sorceress right now, for example. That would be not as reassuringly easy as necromancer. I can turn my brain off of necromancer, think for a second.
One thing I found is if it drops your game in the middle of combining quest items, it has a chance to just drop your quest items and then you have to go collect all the pieces again.
It should always have like a backup for it, but I also understand how backup can be exploited to, you know, duplicate shit, so I'm sure
it happened
the
to
biggest
me
door in
with
the inventory
Kareem's flail.
Oh yeah, Kalim's flail.
So I had to go back through all of Act 3 to get all of the pieces.
And Act 3 too. You know, it's not even the fun
that was
one.
so upsetting.
Yeah. I can understand that. I wouldn't want to have to repeat on Act 3. Like that, the jungle's not bad, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, oh, ruin the game for me, but not my favorite area. Let's go through the bazaar again. I'm like, oh man, is it gonna be fun this time?
Oh, I lost my guy at some point.
And people whining that the ladder hasn't started yet. Well, you know what? Those people are kind of justified. I mean, you know, we did pay for the game. So, and while I try not to have too high expectations for like indie developers, this is Activision. They got money, you know? Amazon found the summit. Well, let's go.
I dropped a town portal at the summit.
Okay, so we can just portal out and portal over.
The resting place of the ancients.
Oh geez, OCD. I just said I would stream today, and somebody asked for Diablo. It's like, well, if they get you a chance to get in, let's go. Looks nice. I like what they did here. I mean, you know, it's not like an amazing skybox, but it's cool. I remember this part. Well, when you're ready, we're missing Grim though, so
Yeah, I just needed to go back and repair stuff.
Take your time. Probably not, but may as well check.
Nah, I got a socketed armor. I can throw some rune words
Yeah,
in.
nah, I'm a necromancer. I'm fine. Can't tell if you're here. Okay, no. Yeah, just sound off when you're ready so I know. Otherwise, I might miss it. And we're going back to what XCOM was saying. I can understand people not being as excited for Halloween. Go figure. People have to wear a mask for like over a year and then they don't want to wear a mask for the holiday anymore. So shocked, right?
I'm here.
Alright. Alter the heavens.
We are the spirits of the Nephilim, the ancient ones. We have been chosen to guard sacred Mount Arya, wherein the world's stone rests.
Few are worthy to stand in his presence.
Fewer still can comprehend his true purpose.
Before you enter, you must defeat us.
Okay. Freaking out. Get him. Too much happens at once there. It's like bonk, 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 bonk. I gotta be level 30 to get revive. Revive looks like a good one.
For a while, Talik and I were just punching each other.
One more into Golem Mastery, then I'll consider the future of reviving enemies to fight at my side. You can't go wrong with vitality, can you? Alright. Well, they're dead, so now quest log says quest completed and find Baal's throne room. Let's go to the throne room. I wonder where that's at. Oh, fuck, it's probably right here in the World Stone Keep. You don't like revive since they're on a time limit. That's true. They are on a strict time limit. But they do a lot more damage than the skeletons. So it's kind of like your bonus. Space octopus totally doesn't look like something that a druid would use. It looks more like an alien weapon. What are you gonna do? I mean, octopuses are of nature, though. That works. Nobody's doing anything this year, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that. People love Halloween, so, you know, if you're still, like, digging Halloween, it's got to be extra depressing. Like the one month of the year you're looking forward to for Halloween. I get it. It's like one of the few holidays that has, like, no real weird, like, attachment. Like, you put on a mask, get your candy or whatever. Everybody's too scared for Halloween. What a spooky concept. found a leak in your house from the rain the other night, so the general seasonal tone is bullshit. Yeah, it do. I'm looking forward to the panic buying that's going to happen in November. That's going to be so fun when people panic buy for Thanksgiving to get a turkey. Can't wait. I'm going to see pictures of empty shelves go viral on the internet. People will go, oh my God, are we out of food? And the food will return.
You just don't get a turkey. Get something else.
I don't know. What's the point of them being afraid about running out of food? What are they going to do? Go kill a turkey themselves? They're not going to do that. They'll starve to death in the bathroom, sucking on the water faucet before they go outside and, like, hit a squirrel with a rock so that they can eat for the day, you know? I guess I can't blame them. I don't want to eat a squirrel either if I can avoid it. That'd be a nice thing to avoid. I don't have to experience all life. Honey glazed ham. Hell, you can just fried spam if you're really desperate. I mean, if you gotta have a fancy meal, you can just cook food. You know, cooking's an art. If you're good at it, you can make damn near anything taste fine, really. I mean, people eat bone marrow, prime ingredient in dishes. I wouldn't eat bone marrow, but somebody can make it taste good. Good for them.
Fucking exploders.
Yeah, the run speed increase is just too cool for any character. You gotta have it. I think that's the other thing I liked about the Necromancer. You don't have to worry too much about what you're wearing. You just gotta make sure your meat doesn't get in the way if you're a summoner. As long as you stay out of the way and let the skeletons do their magic, everything's usually alright. Until you get AoE'd and there's no skeletons around because the boss fight doesn't have any bad guys near, and then you're fucked.
Found it.
Hell yeah. Alright, on the way, I think. Oh yeah, I can just take the town portal. I'm just wrestling with some bloody Raider Hellspawn, no big deal. Yeah, most of the boss acts don't give you corpses. That's what sucks with the Necromancer. Oh, Grim, you're that way. I'll just run that way. We don't have to be that lazy about it. Unless this is like Hell Run number 4, right? You know what I mean? But most of these enemies, you can just run. And what are they gonna do? Hit you? It's like rock and roll racing. Ooh, what's that? I got the last one. You're gonna have to read this one off to me.
Eisenhardt's Case.
What's it do?
Plus 40 defense, magic damage reduced by 2. It's got 105 defense. I think I've got the horns for it back in my
It sounds like okay. No, the nice thing about the Necromancer, I'm gonna sit here. Skeletons will be like, hey, some of the enemies wandered over.
It's pretty good for a level requirement of 8.
Hey, Baal. Oh fuck. I think we pissed Baal off. Oh, my Amazon's just dying. What happened? Oh, that's the person. Where are you guys?
I'm not too far.
I just heard Baal laughing. I'm like, oh man, am I missing something?
He's been laughing here and there.
Yeah, I think he hit me with the damn lightning bolt. Something hit me. You couldn't see it. And Derpington's down.
I think he hit me with a fairly strong poison on the first level.
I like that he's just casting spells at you from all the way across the level. It's nice.
I just found the poison amusing because it did absolutely fuck all because it couldn't even be out my regeneration still.
I got hit with lightning. It sucked. My guy doesn't resist lightning very hard. On the vitality. Everything in the vitality.
I've surprisingly only got 50 vitality. But then again, I do run around with double health.
Yeah, I guess since you can buff yourself, it doesn't matter as much. And since the Necromancer doesn't have a lot of that, I guess outside of maybe bone armor action anyways. I like the bone armor for more for the timer. I feel like you should just cast it and it should break at some point and you just, reapply. Having to having this armor that constantly just goes, nah, I'm gone. It's okay. I like that the quest dialogue thing blocks the chat. How much HP? I got 363 HP. It's not a lot, but it's enough.
I'm at 426 when I'm using the werewolf form.
I'm at like 25 dexterity, so every time I swing my sword, I miss. You're at 330. Well, that's something. I think the gutsiest character to play might be the assassin at the end of the day. At least the necromancer gets like a little bit of time before shit hits the fan to where it's like, wait a minute, things aren't going our way. Then you can bail. Not to use a pun. Gonna bail on bail.
The assassin seemed like it was a lot for just kind of jumping in, doing some damage and jumping out.
This would make a great MMO. I mean, if they wanted to do something cool, make an MMO that controls from the top down, so I'm not like constantly like playing fucking Rhapsody on my fucking keyboard, This is a nice format. I don't know why they gotta I mean, I guess Diablo 4 is on the way. We'll see how that is, but I think keeping your expectations low on that one's a smart thing, and usually I'm pretty enthusiastic about cool new stuff. Like, oh, cool new stuff. I love cool new stuff. But I know better in a lot of cases. You gotta be at least a little bit cautious about what they're trying to sell you. But at least the Diablo 2 remaster for the most part is vision. Hey, look, it's Baal. Oh, fuck.
I have a pair of gloves that technically have a higher defense than my other ones, but drop my health by like 80 points because of the gloves giving 40 points to health and then my skill doubling it.
Just laughing at us. Waiting. Oh, he threw a fucking fireball. Well, I guess I don't need the map right now. I know where we're at. They're immune to fire. Oh no, he's immune to fire. I guess that makes sense. Hey, Baal.
Oh, that's a bugger.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good ambush. I like that one. I can't move. Oh my, well, you think of my next wave of bad guys? Sploosh. They're pretty tough. I'll throw another set at us. Here we go.
That poison was pretty strong.
Oh man, all the corpses are gone. There's one over here. I don't know why he's laughing so hard. We're kind of wiping him right now. I'd be worried. I'd be like, oh shit. Oh, Oh, like these guys are little Diablos. They're like little baby Diablos. That's cute. Look at them.
Got a lot of health.
Lister the Tormentor. I love that guy's name. Oh, my golem's dying. Uh-oh. Just drop that on the ground for right now. That unique spear is for me to summon a golem upon, if required. So, come on, Baal, do it again. Oh no, he's gone. Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
He thinks it's fucking funny.
It's just my
kill Baal.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Got balls everywhere. Oh, that shit hurts.
Baal never doubt my skills.
Well, that's it. Baal's dead. Here comes Tyrael. Blocked by a pillar. Well, let's see what Tyrael has to say.
I am impressed, Morgan. You have overcome the greatest challenge this world has ever faced and defeated the last of the primeval. However, we are too late to save the World Stone. Baal's destructive touch has corrupted it completely. Given enough time, the World Stone's energies will drain away, and the barriers between the worlds will shatter. The powers of hell will flood into this sanctuary and eradicate your people and everything you've labored to build. Therefore, I must destroy the corrupted World Stone before the powers of hell take root. This act will change your world forever, with consequences even I cannot foresee. However, it is the only way to ensure mankind's survival. Go now, mortal. I have opened a portal that will lead you to safety. May the eternal light shine upon you and your descendants for what you've done this day. The continued survival of mankind is your legacy. Above all else, you have earned a rest from this endless battle.
It was actually pretty easy. Horde of Destruction's kind of a puss. Griswold's Edge. Fast attack speed. This would be very handy to hand to another character. Well, that's something. Well, we could do the cow level. Who wants to do the cow level? I'm pretty sure Destruction's End is just the credits, huh? So, you know, if that's just the credits. What do I do? I gotta take, like... What's his name?
Tome of Town Portal and Ritz Legs.
Oh, a Tome of Town Portal, okay. What am I gonna buy it?
And the Herodic Cube.
Oops, sorry.
I think Mala sells them.
Alright, well, I'm almost there. I got the leg. Wait, who dropped something? Big old charm. Yeah, those are garbage items. I don't blame you for just dropping them. Yeah, the net code's a little chunky, gotta admit. Mala.
I knew the ancients would find you worthy of Mount Ariat's secrets.
Already stopped Baal.
If Tyrael says the World Stone must be destroyed, then it must. We cannot let Baal's corruption prevail. The world will change, true. But who is to say it isn't for the better?
Well, I like that they got like post-game dialogue. Probably go back to all the towns and hear what they got to say. To nobody's, you know, shock, obviously. But, you know, I didn't have to do nothing. You could have just said game over and just shit you out in the main menu. A lot of games did back then. I'm gonna buy a poison weapon. Make a golem out of that, maybe. I don't know. I'll do something. All right. Where's everybody? I guess it won't matter. Let's go to the regular meeting point. Make the, Oh, I gotta talk to Dickard.
Greetings.
Has to be done in Act 1? Maybe, hold on. I think we can do it whenever. But yeah, I think we gotta go to Act 1 at least. I might have to travel back, you're right.
I am amazed to find this place so untouched. Everything else in the path of Baal, the Lord of Destruction, lies in ruin. These barbarians must indeed. You have proven yours. I knew in time you would defeat Baal. You have done everything you set out to do, my friend.
Later, Flamora.
Ever since you rescued me from Tristram, I have believed in you. It has been a supreme honor to aid you along the way. So, the World Stone was corrupted by Baal, and now Tyrael must destroy it. Worry not. Through whatever lies ahead, I have faith that the light will guide us both. Go now, back to the World Stone Chamber, and enter the portal Tyrael has opened for you.
Well, I like that there's post in-game dialogue. Okay, so let's just combine the items, see what happens.
I can't use this yet.
Can't use that yet. I think we do gotta go to Act 1. I think we gotta go to the town portal rock thing, right? Or is that for New Game Plus? Gosh, I can't remember. Let me look up cow level real quick. I gotta look it up. You can only create the portal when playing on a difficulty you've already completed. So since I have, yeah, you're right. Okay, well, that's good. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so we gotta actually finish this fucker up. Then we can do that as a New Game Plus. Oh, man. I didn't have the fucking waypoint to the damn... Where's the world? Chamber? Yeah, go through there if you want to, but... Yeah, I gotta end this thing. Come to Act 1. Oh yeah, I guess you would be able to do it though, wouldn't you? Okay, yeah, sure. Stony Field, right? Pretty sure. Oh, going in on Nightmare? I won't be able to do nothing. In town? Okay, on my way to camp. Well, there it is. It's cow level time. It's kind of not, there's kind of no point to doing this at this difficulty other than fun. And I figure I'd show this off. You gotta show off cow level, right? It's a good way to get gems. Stuff like that. And there's cows. A lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a whole lot of them. And they're fun to kill because they're just big, slow melee guys. So you can just kind of cut loose on them too, which is also fun. Oh yeah, they also give good XP, you're right. I forgot about that. They drop like whole ass you know, gems. Nice. Not all bad. And they got the best voice lines. That is true, Derpington. You're not wrong. The Cow King. He's immune to lightning. Now he's dragged another stack over on us. Gold cap and quilted armor. It sounds like Homer Simpson. A little bit. I mean, a lot of this loot is crap though. There's low quality scimitar. Come on now. I respect games that allow you to just instantly recycle stuff you find. Like, you don't like it, just turn it into scrap. What the fuck's a quab?
It's one of the assassin daggers, I think.
I'm like, what the fuck's a quab? Then I see the same dagger that I saw from level like 1 at the start of the game. I'm like, oh, it's just a fancier name for something that already exists. All right. Yeah, the XP's great. Well, I'll pocket this level up. Hey, Tyrune. Yeah, it goes from the wrist blade to a fucking quab. I think I actually do like the earlier level design in Diablo 2, although it is mostly randomized. The open fields and the randomly organized enemies and the variants, I think, is what drags me in. It is kind of strange we haven't seen, you know, a roguelike game do something like Diablo, but I guess it's just a testament to how good the ideas were. They're that hard to replicate, right? I'm sure there's something like that, but not to the degree that, like, this game actually has random encounters. Like, yeah, I know there's gonna be Hellbovine here, but what angle? I couldn't tell you. They could be anywhere. But they're definitely here, and they're definitely cows. Hey, Taha. I'm just streaming a little bit of Diablo, taking it easy on a Saturday, having a good time with my pal here. Multiple pals. We got Derp, we got Grim, we got the other guy who was here earlier. They were nice. Hell yeah. That was a good fight right there. Got experience points, level ups, everything you could want. Fillmore 9. Yeah, something like that. Fillmora. Hey, good to see everybody. More of a casual stream with Diablo, but hey, that's Diablo. I don't know. I don't think we've done an uncasual stream. The closest thing to a non-casual stream was the weekend shows, and I don't think I ever had any preparation for those. Maybe there was a point to where we tried, but I think I also found that it wasn't worthwhile. If you gotta like prepare with massive amount of notes to like talk to people, then talking ain't gonna be all that great. Unless it's maybe trivia or something. Fighting people on for impromptu trivia sounds like a good way to make enemies, though. Want to answer trivia? Well, you know, a lot of people like trivia. But I can't imagine being invited onto a show and asking like, hey, do you know where, can you point to Pakistan on this map? And then being like, well, no, I can't, okay? I know it exists. I know it's scary, but I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Get humiliated. I don't know, I could probably find it on a map. That is my favorite game though, if I had to do a quiz show. It would definitely be like random geography questions. Can't find, I can probably find Iraq on a map. I've seen it enough times on television.
Somewhere in the Iraqistan area.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably point it out. I just got to find out where Turkey is, and I can zone in, right? I like Turkey because it's Turkey, but it's also shaped like a square, or a rectangle, I'm sorry. Like a big old rectangle. And it makes it easy to remember. Like, where's the big rectangle at, I say? And then I say, oh, there's Turkey, gobble, gobble. And then Iraq's hop, skipping, and jumping away, right? So. Man, my Golem's getting his butt kicked, but he's having a good time. These elbow vine are getting strong. Well, it's like how you remember Italy. Italy's the shape of a boot. So you find Italy, you find the giant boot on the, you know, funny picture. And you're like, okay, well, finding Rome and everywhere else is not that hard now because I know where the boot is. Not that it'll ever matter. Unless I'm like, you know, for whatever reason, guiding nuclear launches or something. And it's like, hey, you're the only guy who decides, you know, geography the best. Where do we launch the nukes? I'm like, well...
That's why you label maps.
Yeah, labeling the map does seem like a good idea. Like, what's the point of having elaborate, detailed information about the borders of every country without a name on there, if not just to tease people? You got pointed out on a globe, where the globe doesn't care about borders. The globe is like, nah, I'm the fucking planet. Now find Portugal. I'd do it. Find it in 5 minutes. Or you're fired. That'd be fun. Imagine you show up to work one day, your boss is like, fine. I don't know. Find Iceland on this map. Now, Iceland's easy. You can't find Iceland, maybe you deserve to be fired. I don't know. I know people mess up Canada, which blows my mind. I don't understand how you fuck that one up.
I'm subjective on where they're from.
I suppose. Yeah. But like Canada and Mexico are so different.
One of my favorite things is watching people from Europe and Asia try to name the 50 states.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be annoying. It's gotta be great for people in other countries here. It's like Americans just can't memorize your countries because we have all these states to worry about that live. Yeah.
I also laugh because I know most Americans have no idea where specific states are anyways.
That's also true. Man, I can't blame them though. Like, fucking Philadelphia, for real. Have you seen that on the map? It's hilarious.
I mean, that's a city, but okay.
Yeah, well, it may as well just be the whole state. That's in Pennsylvania. Right. It's a state. That sounds made up. Pennsylvania sounds made up. It sounds like a place that they would go to in a PBS program or something, Pennsylvania, and then they learn about how graphite works on paper. I don't know, something. God, this cow level just takes me back to the old days in grinding on this game, to where it would just be like browsing the server menu for cows. Oh yeah, New Hampshire's a state. You know what? Yeah, I didn't. It doesn't enter my mind as a place that even fucking exists. Like it's the size of a puddle, basically. No offense to anybody who lives there, I guess, but I mean it is tiny. You gotta admit.
Oh shit!
Man, there's a lot of crap on the ground in this area. We got
a lot
of low quality shit, some damaged shit. There's a great axe, but you know it's not great because the name's not blue or anything. Hardly qualifies. That was fun. It was nice to just let the skeletons loose for a bit, do their job. Hey, more cows. No survivors. Hey, a fucking whole emerald. I forgot if something happens when we kill them all, or if it's just like, you know, what you see is what you get.
Diablo 3 had a mildly similar weird-ass fucking area.
It had like a My Little Pony area, didn't it? Like, I never ended up seeing it. Yeah. Unfortunately, my time with Diablo 3 was, like, strained and not very... I liked it, but, man, it's probably better now than it used to be. It has to be better than it was when it came out. No way that it could be worse.
I ended up playing it.
Nothing.
I ended up playing it a lot with my sister.
People being shits. That's what I remember. Grim. I remember people being really snooty and like, you know, like, oh, my character is of a different class. Oh, my loot. And then you'd see like people selling a fucking virtual item in a video game for $800 and people going, oh my God, that's a steal of a price. You know, I'll say if Diablo 3 did anything good, it taught me to not fall for the Bitcoin scam. The minute I saw that, I'm like, that's like Diablo 3 money. No, I'll wait for Diablo, thank you. Diablo coin.
Yeah, I ignored most of the random people, and I mostly just played with my sister.
And you know, that's the other nice thing about Diablo 2 is that you actually don't have to play with the online community. You can play with just anybody, pretty much. It's no big deal. So, you know, another big ups to the Diablo for that. Because, you know, you might have a friend or a family member who's like, they're not internet folks. You know what I mean? It's not the kind of person you drag out to do internet stuff.
The sorcerer in Diablo 3 also gets pretty stupid as well.
What gets stupid in Diablo 3?
The sorcerer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even doubt it since it's balanced a little bit tighter than Diablo 2, surely.
It was, especially with Glass Cannon, though.
Latest experience I had is I booted up and played as a necromancer when they released him, and I was like, wow, that's neat, and then I put it down because I'm like, nope, it's still not Diablo 2. That's how picky I am, right?
Well, even the necromancer in Diablo 2 Resurrected has far better stats than the necromancer in Diablo 3. They kind of kneecapped him.
I mean, there's only so much you can do when it comes to, like, actually, what's a good word for it? I guess just balancing a game, you know? Like, somebody has to suck. That's a fact.
They definitely kind of tried to more specialize the characters into roles.
Yeah, or they're like World of Warcraft roles and shit.
Like the barbarian, as long as you had enemies around you, could not give less of a fuck about damage. Because it had a lot of things to steal health.
Oh yeah, you're right. I kind of liked the Demon Hunter because it almost played like a twin stick shooter. But I figured I would have enjoyed it more on a controller, but they gave no controllers. I don't know. It feels like this genre is great, but they never get the ease of access thing down right. And probably worse than that, they never get the, oh fuck, it's the belt. They never get the, oh, I forgot what I was talking about. The combat. The combat never feels as punchy as it ought to. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Very poorly trying to say. Garbage there. Guzzle some of these potions down. Grab the crazy belt. Check out these charms. What do you got? Fire resist 15. Not bad. Lightning resist 11. I mean, you know, they're not bad. But I guess now is the time. I like how Deckard Cain came all the way back. He's like, why the fuck are we back in the encampment? What the fuck is wrong with you? But no, I actually got to go through that last portal. That resist charms can be okay for Nightmare in Hell. Yeah, you know, you make a good point. Better point is we got to go back to the final act, but I don't have a Worldstone Waykeep way portal. So I'm going to have to ask somebody to portal me up. Or I guess I could just walk in there again.
I think I left a portal at the end. Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah. I just got to go back to Hagorath. Diablo came back here because woman, sure, why not? Hey, Worldstone Chamber. Oh my god, I'm gonna touch the evil destruction's end portal. Get ready for a cutscene. Yeah, this cutscene has lag in it for some reason. That's it's a feature. Don't worry. As said, Tyrael shatters the world stone.
I noticed that too, and I was like, my computer should not be struggling on this.
No, it must be something trying to synchronize us, even though we're in a video. I mean, and to the cutscene's credit, it looks really good. Blizzard, whatever team Blizzard has working on their cutscenes, doesn't really miss very often, do they? Tyrael's having a seizure, look out. Oh no. Oh, it's perfectly good sword. Is this an indigestion commercial? Goodbye, World Stone. Your purpose was never well understood or shown to us, but you're gone now. And I guess that doesn't matter. So. Yeah, the wings look like tentacles. I mean, you know, I like the ending. It's all right. Oh, I think that's funny. Gaines, I'm sorry. That's funny. That's good. Okay, thank you. I'm glad they did that. Oh, that got me. It's just Deckard Cain's dumb fuck ass standing in front of a well, smiling. He's like, oh, you did it. Congratulations. You'll hence be forth known as Slayer Heckbent. Thank you, Deckard Cain. I appreciate it. Thanks for... That kicks me out to the melt lobby. Yep. Well, I can hardly think of a better place to end our magnificent journey for tonight. I think I'm going to have to wrap it up early anyhow, but maybe we'll come back and definitely come back real soon with some more Diablo 2 Resurrected. I hate to cut it a little early, but it's the day before Halloween, and I'm not going to get much more enjoyment out of it than I did by looking at Deckard Cain. Yeah, they did replicate that old screen PC. That was great. That got me. That made me feel like my investment was worthwhile. I'm glad they didn't cut that out. You know what? To their credit, Diablo 2 Resurrected is very, very faithful to the original, and that's all I really want. I just wanted to play Diablo 2 easier. You know how hard it would be to stream this fucking game? The old one? I couldn't do it full screen because the FMVs, like, you know, don't stretch. The engine doesn't, like, you know, super scale the FMVs. So sometimes it shows the FMVs. Sometimes it shows the FMV with the wrong color palette, so it looks all fucked up. It's a mess. Even if you install mods to get it to work, it's a huge, huge pile. So having Diablo 2 Resurrected work is nice. And you know what? If people hate it, maybe it'll be the, you know, catalyst of somebody starting on a project to make Diablo 2 original run better. I like that stuff. When I use a trainer, if I stream Diablo 1, if I do Diablo 1, it'd just have to be like a bunch of people beating it in one stream. Because Diablo 1's kind of short, you know? Like, I think if you gathered enough of us up OCDE, we could probably crunch Diablo 1 in like 4 to 6 hours. If we're, you know, slow about it. If we share and we're nice and we're smart and tactical about it, probably less, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's Diablo for you. It's a fun game. It's a classic. And I recommend it, but, you know. What's a good way to put it? They used to call these action RPGs. This is why people got so excited that the FPS game would have like damage numbers on it. Like if you showed them Borderlands back when this came out, it would blow people's minds because they didn't think that you could have like a game like you could. It's like not figuring out peanut butter and jelly, and then all of a sudden they figure it out and they're like, oh, you could just do that whenever. I don't know a good way to put it, but these were the action RPG old times. They're still pretty slow. Like there's one just called All Night Chill per room, and there's another one called Act 3 Move It, as in like go go go, right? Somebody's trying to get loot, somebody just chilling. One says new to the game and it's full. The players are helpful. One says Act 3 help please. They got 6 people playing. One says free low level gear, and they're probably actually giving away low level gear. You know what I mean? It's actually usually not bullshit. People just have fun helping each other. And I would say if Diablo 2 has any kind of long-standing trait that is good, it's simply that people like to help each other play the game. That's what makes it fun. What's the point of playing a multiplayer game with nobody on it? I'd love to play Unreal Tournament right now. Unreal Tournament. I'd love to play Unreal Tournament right now, 2004, but there's just not enough people. I play Battlefield 4. You know, fuck this new Battlefield game. Kind of looks shitty. You know, the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe it's not as fun as I had. You know, I don't think it's going to last the test of time anyways. Why can't I play Battlefield 4? Well, there's nobody fucking playing. That's just the situation. Or with Diablo 2 Resurrected, people are lining up to play it, and that is not. Oh yeah, OCD. I kind of prefer this kind of RPG to where it is slower, because when you unload a 50 caliber into like a big monster's head and it goes one miss one, it's like I didn't miss. I aimed right at his head. I saw the projectile hit him. You can't say miss, at least just say 0 damage. That was my problem playing Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. I could never get into it because anytime I'd see the sword hit something, clearly go through it, and it said miss, I was like, ah. Back in the old days, RPG mechanics were something that you used to spackle over a game to make it last longer and to give you the bare minimum idea of strategy and gameplay. It's just like a base layer, right? What everybody does with that layer, well, or foundation is probably a better way to put it. What everybody does with the foundation of RPG mechanics, up to them. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But it almost always works out in a classic game, because at least the old idea of like, you know, poison, electric, fire, rock, paper, scissors, however you want to call it, works. Diablo 2 works. There's not much more to say than that. We'll come back and try some more hardcore later. I appreciate you jumping on, Grim and Derp and everybody. It's been fun. We'll be back maybe tomorrow with something for Halloween. We'll see how Halloween works out in general. Because you never know. I can get called in for stuff on Halloween. So I'll have to double check to make sure everything's triple stocked and everybody's doing fine. But if I don't see you on Happy Halloween, have a happy Halloween. Past midnight on one of the coasts. That's nice. Happy Halloween to some of you. Happy Halloween later to a few of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for joining me, Grim. And we'll be back either on Wednesday or maybe I'll come in a day early. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how Halloween works. Spooky Stories with Dot. I like the idea of CDE. If folks are free, maybe. It might be later in the evening, though. I think Halloween stuff kind of works better when you roll it past midnight anyways. So, with that being said, maybe we'll see on Halloween. Ain't got a promise for that, but I'm going to aim for it. So very likely I'll just be sitting here on standby anyways. Hate sitting on standby and doing nothing when I could have done something. But the something I need to do now is stretch out, relax, and take a look at my schedule and figure things out. So, have a good night, everybody. We'll be on again another time. So maybe some Diablo, maybe Diablo 1 even, but I could see myself continuing to play this and get a high-level necromancer and all that. That's just fun. I like Diablo 2's active economy. So I guess I'll end in saying that this isn't the end of Diablo 2, but maybe we'll let it rest a little bit and maybe come back. Who knows? Maybe a new character, maybe hardcore mode, maybe probably hardcore mode. They say not to until the server architecture gets better, but I kind of like the idea of the character being constantly at risk for dying. So, you know, at least it keeps it interesting. That's what keeps XCOM interesting. People ask me why I find XCOM so interesting. Instead, if somebody dies, I can't really bring them back. They're just dead. And then that's it. You just got to deal with it, right?
And then there's that 100% chance to hit that's not 100%.
Yeah, you can lose on your big gamble, and then someone dies, and then that's just how it is, and you have to deal with it. That's an awful feeling, but when you can take that kind of a loss, then come back and persevere. It's not a power fantasy. You know, I always use the word power fantasy for games that people enjoy. XCOM's not a power fantasy. It's more like a fantasy of what you could do if you didn't have enough. Like, what if shit were really risky and most things didn't work out for you? You think you'd still get through this rough patch? So it's kind of the opposite of a power fantasy. It's more like a sadistic self-torture thing than it is like empowering. Well, I could talk XCOM all night. Here another hour. I'm out of here though. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow. Probably. You know what we'll just say. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll at least stream some scary stories or something. Hell, I'll come on tomorrow. We'll do some spooky stuff. I'll figure it out. But you know, no time or promise yet. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.